The following is a fan-based narrative. Please support the official release.
Hey guys, if we reach 1,000 likes, we'll be giving out 2 of our new shirts. All you gotta do is click like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.
All my very best friends.
Get over here!
Tents shouldn't be this hard to put up. Also, you're just highlighting why it sucks to be an earth pony.
Yup, this time you only pack 3 suitcases.
Which you carry on your back and out with your magic for reasons. Also, you already put up the tents and everything, but for some reason didn't bother to put your bags down? And come to think of it, they stopped in like the middle of the day. It's not even evening. You could have probably gotten to your destination today, but for some reason decided to wait and stop for 6 hours.
Like those light thingies?
How to start a forest fire. Also, again, in the middle of the day, why did you even put these up?
These berries look good enough to eat.
No adult could be this dumb to actually eat berries they randomly find in the woods. Even if they weren't totally poisoned, you probably have plenty of other food. Scootaloo has snuck out and got into the Everfree Forest multiple times. She even wrangled an Ursa Minor, but now she's scared of everything while being in broad daylight.
I guess I still get a little bit scared out here, even after the last camping trip.
We get it. You remembered that you've done a camping trip before. You don't need to constantly remind us.
Little pony.
Skip.
Don't get stuck in their web!
Oh look, more fuel for the Rule 34 artist. Cross that off the checklist for this episode.
Why did they destroy our camp? Ugh.
Rarity has bumps on her horn. Didn't think that was covered in skin. Kinda makes the horn thing a lot weirder. Also, she apparently had time to grab a brush too.
Sliders are from the Luna Bay area. Never seen them this far east, though. Probably attracted to the food.
What, you mean a few carrots was enough to migrate all the bugs so far out of their normal paths? Surely there's a farm or another picnic in between you guys that they should have gone for first.
I've got a ton of stories. Spoiler alert, they're all about me and how awesome I am.
Yep, no one saw this coming ever.
I was thinking more like campfire stories.
But we don't even have a campfire.
Because you really need one for it. And it's not just a name for a process of telling stories.
I got this. Wow.
Wait, this happened to her after being in the swarm for like 2 seconds? Then shouldn't the rest of them be dead because they were in there for much longer? Also, she picked up a fire pit. That doesn't even begin to make any logical sense.
He lived in a village that sat at the foot of a gigantic volcano.
Because that's worked out so well for every other group of people who have done that.
But he was told that he was too scrawny and weak to protect the village.
But he's just as big as the other female, and she can do everything just fine. I think this is just some classist bullshit going on here.
Their homes. They spent their entire lives there. They had nowhere else to go.
This giant town consists of 3 guards and 1 family, apparently. Aren't they like leaving 1 guard behind? That's pretty dickish. Also, really bull. They have nowhere else to go. You think it's too hard to relocate, so you'll just die in the most horrible way possible. Boiling to death.
He continued to work, knowing the odds were against him.
It's already not deep enough to contain the lava. Even if you go all the way around, they'd still end up dying.
Rockhoof got visibly stronger.
So the shovel contains magic steroids? So your hero is just a druggie? Literally impossible. His shovel would melt from the heat caused by digging this fast. What? They're back? How did they know to come back? And why would the villagers want them back? They left them to die.
There is no camp to go back to.
I mean, it's just webs. You can easily pull them off. Though I thought they were after your food. They don't seem to have eaten as much as just wrapped it up in webs.
Even these blah rocks aren't really blah. If you look closely, you can see flecks of gold in them.
What? There's just gold there? And why aren't you mining it? That's your currency.
The way the firelight dances on the cave wall, shadow and light, oh, it's so gorgeous.
How can hosts do this, like, at all? Why would you make a Twilight in a tutu to begin with? Seems like the animators got lazy and wanted to use some assets from old episodes.
She was as talented as she was beautiful and kind.
This just looks like a bad Celestia recolor. When the fans OC and the show's characters start looking the same, it's time to stop.
The Empress happened. She makes every pony work day and night on her palace. We don't have time to take care of anything else.
But you're sweeping now and not working on the palace, so clearly you have some time. Also, why does everyone have curved horns? Is this just like an Asian thing?
What good is a pretty palace if it just hides the misery of its ponies?
It's not really hiding it very well with how bad the village looks outside.
So I tried to perform a spell that would make me beautiful. You can see how that went.
Can't tell if Voldemort or Darth Maul. I think the scriptwriter for the story saw the Overwatch scene with Hanzo and a few Asian movies and went, you know what would make these concepts better? Ponies. Lots of them, with curved horns.
She made a huge sacrifice to bring that smile back to her friends' and family's faces, including sable spirits.
Wait, how much magic did this person have to return everything to normal, including her friend? That's some Mary Sue type shit right there. Also, her friend is totally still going to die. This is ancient times. Emperors do not live after being conquered. Jesus, how far did they shoot that? And why did they take so long to even get in here? The cave's been open for a while, and they've been screaming in the cave for quite a bit.
What are we gonna do? They're almost here!
What? No way she broke the rocks with her hoofs. 2. Why would she be this dumb to think that was a good idea instead of just getting out of the cave? If there's no exit in this cave, then that would have been your only way to get out.
You're focusing on the wrong things.
You have a plan?
Close. I have a story.
How would that help in this situation?
Dragons? Big scary mean ones are like Spike.
Really not enjoying this weird characterization of Scootaloo being afraid of everything despite being a daredevil.
And as they got closer to the dragons attacked!
To be fair, you invaded their territory, so it's not like they attacked you for no reason.
You can't outfight dragons.
But you can outthink them.
That's racist.
Commander Ironhead, I'm pretty sure I can outfly the dragons.
There's no conceivable way that they should be able to outfly a dragon.
Is this Natitus? The fireproof shield?
It barely covers your arm, let alone your body. I guess your arm's going to be safe, but the rest of you is going to be toast.
Hey, I'm over here!
The heat should still be warping around the shield and burning him. Slowly.
One taste of the lightning, and the dragons retreated.
It's enough to make giant dragons not want to fight anymore, but he can live through it? That's kind of bullshit. Yep, she does all kinds of stunts, but for some reason is scared of this. Once again, writers, great characterization.
What do you know? We found ourselves a shortcut to Winsome Falls.
What? How does that work? You would have had to been extremely close before, so why did you even stop at all?